All right, contestant, you've made it this far. Now it's time for the final decision. Will you choose prize 1, a brand new pivot table? Prize 2, a lifetime supply of conditional formatting. Or the mystery option, the blank space in your drop-down list. Hey, you're still here. All right, thanks a lot for putting up with that introduction. I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun in the creative process here and, learn some new editing skills. I know I have a long way to go, and once again, thank you for putting up with that. All right, now let me show you how you can fix the blank space in your dropdown. So the foundation of how I fix this problem is by using the filter function. So let's just get started with that, right? So we'll type in equals filter. Right, and so the first argument in the filter function is the array I'm looking to filter, so that's going to be my list of names, right? And then within that array, what do I want to include to be filtered? Well, in this case here, it's going to be the entire array again, and we're going to put does not equal blank. I'm going to close that out, and so you can see now it brought back just the names excluding the blank. So once again, the filter function is the foundation to fixing this problem. All right, so now that I got the filter function, being the troubleshooter that I am, I thought, hey, why not just use the filter function in the drop-down list criteria, right? So I went into the data menu, data validation, let's pick a list. And for my source, I thought, hey, well, if the filter function works so good, why not try and use that? So I put that in as the source, hit OK, and was immediately greeted with this error. Turns out that the drop-down list validation does not like functions such as filter or unique, right? So anyway, so there's one lesson that I learned. All right, and let's take a look at the other thing that definitely won't work, even though I didn't really try this technique, but I just want to show what it is, right? And that's that the list must be a contiguous range, right? So the other thing that maybe someone might try and do is go back into the data menu, data validation, right? Pick our list again. And this time for the source, what we might try and do is select cells name 1, name 2, put in an ampersand, and then pick name 3. And so you can see it's not a contiguous range. We go from A2, A3 to A5. We skip A4. If I hit OK, I still get the same error. So that also will not work. One last thing I thought I could do to outsmart the data validation was to use the name manager. So I have my filter function typed out here in cell C1. You'll notice I made everything an absolute reference just so I can copy and paste this anywhere using the name manager, right? So let's go into formulas. Let's go to name manager, and let's create a new name called list, right? And refers to, I'm going to copy and paste the filter function in there and hit OK, right? So now you can see I have a name manager called list. I'm going to close that out. And so now I can just go anywhere and type in list, right? So equals list, and it gives me my same result as the filter function. So if I go and I try and add that to my data validation, so I'm just going to go create another list, and this time I will type in equals list, hit OK, and we still get the same error. So that will not work either. You cannot outsmart it using the name manager. So the way I was actually able to overcome the blank in the dropdown was using a helper column. So over here I already have column C, which I'm going to use as my helper column, where I have the filter function typed out and ready to go. And just to make this a little bit more realistic, the way I would use it is I would probably have a sheet for data. So that's where I would keep my tables and information on my contestants, maybe their age, nationality, things like that, right? And then I would have an actual sheet where I'm going to present my data, and it would be more like a user interface for whomever I'm presenting this to, right? So let's go and create our drop down on the presentation sheet. So I'm going to go into data. We're going to do data validation, list, and this time our source is going to be cell C1. Right, and so now I'm going to hit OK, and I'm making a mistake on purpose here. I just want to demonstrate one other thing you'll need. So right now it's only returning name 1, and that's because I'm specifically referencing cell C1, I'm not referencing the entire spill range. So the quick way to fix that is by using Excel's relatively new operator, which is the hashtag, right? So by inserting the hashtag in front of the 1, what I'm telling Excel is I want to capture the entire spill range, not just the value in C1. So now I'm going to hit OK and look at the drop down here, and now I have all my names, and this would probably be driving things like an XLOOKUP formula somewhere to bring back information, right? So this is really how you can work around that. And by the way, I do have a video on the hashtag as well if you want to go and check that out. All right, so that's everything.